Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and find our inner Brock and Michelle.
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or we're going to do Jay-Z and Beyonce again because then they just celebrate their 10th anniversary, or we're going to do MLK and Coretta Scott King because of, what is the 50th anniversary of the assassination. Mm-hmm. Shout out to those two black power couples.
Yeah.
I mean, their names are explicit, right? They're just first name basis. You don't need nothing else.
Like Niram and Nyambi.
Oh, one day. One day we're going to be first name basis with them. But yeah, did you see, what is it? The Carter celebrated, 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years. That time going.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody getting old.
Yeah.
They getting old, ain't they? Good for them.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah. I wonder what they did. Jesus, why you just be that rich? What your anniversaries look like? I know sometimes me and Near were like, what you want? Is it a limit or was we surprising? That's why I said we got to bring the romance back.
Sometimes, are we even giving gifts this year?
Are we exchanging gifts? You know, because you got to check yourself sometimes. And folks in long-term relationships, you can speak to that. Sometimes you're like, do we really? Sometimes the gift is not a gift. Mm-mm. The gift is just to have freedom, right? Just to have silence, quiet, and no judgment, right? Because sometimes you be like, you be judgy. So the first 2 years, you be like, this nigga ain't give me nothing. He ain't saved $5 from his check every week to think about me. But you get to a certain age where you be like, child, I don't even want to go to a fancy dinner. I don't want to get dressed up. I literally want to sit on the couch and eat Thai food and not talk to each other. Not talk, but you know how you connected, but you're not connected. Y'all know those moments where you just be laying next to each other. But I want him to touch you, but I really don't want to hear his mouth. I don't want to hear his opinion. I just want to be in his essence. So
that's when that foot reach on over. And
you just
like
rub your
toes.
Foot. Just the toe, just the pinky toes touch.
Yeah.
And that's all that's needed. It's a different level of intimacy, though. So I'm just curious, what do the Carters do? Or what do people do with tons of money, right? What does it get like when you
buy an island, I guess?
I mean, they might get back to basics, right? So we're striving for these symbols of liberation, right? And they already got them. So it ain't probably nothing to them.
Oh, so you saying he having a picnic somewhere?
If they do it.
Oh.
God dog it. I done worked at the bot store. And the cashiers, y'all know the candy's still on sale.
Oh, you got all types of melted Easter candy.
And I'm like, no, I don't want nothing. I'm trying to get my life together. But they won't take no for an answer. So I'm like, get me the shit. And I just put it in my pocket. And it's the good one. It's the Reese's eggs. I actually wanted Near them to try them.
Oh.
That motherfucker still melted.
That shit squished.
They good. I'm putting them in the freezer.
Okay.
But that's what I'm thinking, like when the couples that level. So that's money, right? Or what about just, I think of MLK and Coretta Scott King, like when they're so engulfed in their work, right? How do you even find time to be alone? How do you balance that? How do you work with a partner that has given themselves to the world?
To the movement.
Yeah, that's what I said, to the world, whatever it may be. Who has just given themselves wholly to the movement, whatever that is. And how do you be that unselfish?
It's hard to do.
Yeah, because after a point, you're like, fuck them. You know, you think Coretta was like, fuck the movement. Fuck them civil rights. Fuck them niggas. You think she ever said that?
Yes.
Better yet, not Coretta, his kids, his children.
Daddy, stay home.
You fight. It looked like just an episode, don't it? You
Daddy,
fighting them children.
Home.
You fight for them children. I want you here with me.
Sorry, Marty. I have to go.
Marty, did you give him a nickname?
Ain't that what they call Martin Luther King III?
I don't
Marty?
know. I call him Martin Luther King Jr. III.
It can't be Junior III. Baby.
Oh, wait a minute. Y'all done had a long day at work. The third. MLK Jr. III.
I think they call him Marty.
Oh, okay.
Hold up, Marty. I got to go back to the movement.
But they were young, though, so they might not have knew. But Coretta knew. I wonder if was ever arguments. I wonder what they pillow talk was about. Or even, who just passed away? Winnie Mandela. But she divorced somebody.
Well,
She said, not on my watch. I'm all set with you.
You still got to have sex during the movement. So I can already see the arguments.
So you're talking about sex. I was just talking about being able to stand and look at them.
That too, but sex.
I mean, I would imagine it's sexy.
Nah, some of y'all chicks ain't for it.
What?
I don't know.
Could you imagine? Bitch, you couldn't tell me none of my man was Malcolm X. Like my girlfriends would be like, I'm like, what your husband do today? Oh, my husband just did the Nation of Islam.
Oh.
Did you see him on the news? They wouldn't want me, honey. They wouldn't want me. I told you I'd be like, what's that? Everybody hates Chris. My man got 2 jobs. Okay? What? I would find it attractive.
Yeah.
I think it's powerful. I would think it's powerful. I would think it's attractive. I don't think the attraction would be gone. But it's more. But you talking about the sets? I think the sets would be great and easy, right? I don't care if we got to go in the broom closet like Olivia and Fitz, right? But I'm talking about intimacy. It's more than just sets. You know, I'm okay. That's around too, right? Hey. So we know it wasn't about sex. Niggas have made time for what they want to make time for, right? Because he got children, a wife, the movement, and some side pieces. We're going to speak the truth on Black Love Matters. MLK is the GOAT, but he did have some side pieces. So he had time for all of that. Damn, where my time management at?
Probably wasn't getting it at the crib.
Oh, why would you say that?
I'm just saying. He probably wasn't getting it at the crib.
Really? No, I gotta stand there for my soul.
Coretta ass is all.
She in the movement too.
No, Coretta at the crib with the kids,
and she's in the movement. Don't sleep on her, like you black men try to do on us in the movement.
She was at the crib with the kids. I'm talking straight up sexism. Coretta, you stay with them kids now, and I'ma go do this march.
And she doing it too.
And do this speech.
Show me a picture with Coretta not 3 steps behind him. Show me one with her bump. You know, we talked about the Coretta bump. Again, fascinating.
She wasn't at the Lorraine Hotel.
Did anybody write? Don't do that. Now you're getting too.
What?
Now you're getting disrespectful.
What?
You're getting disrespectful. Because I would have talked about this assassination in my update too. But I don't know. I'm fascinated by couples like that and how they navigate. How do they stay in that space of love? Right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure Barack and Michelle the same thing, but I guess it's a little different because they live in the same house, right? It's different when you're the president. You got more power to be like, I need my wife now, right? But I think of people like MLK, they didn't have that type of power. It was like, fly my wife in on a jet, right? No. You know, Air Force Two. That ain't there, right? Or even you think of Jay-Z and Beyonce, they have the funds to do what they need to do. Right. So they can be on one coast in the morning and the other coast at night because they have the means to do it.
Private jets.
Yeah, but I think about the folks who necessarily might not have the means to do it, right? They could be powerful, but if you don't have the means to do it, how do you... And back in the day, ain't no social media. They on the phone where you got to be connected to the wall on the receiver.
They have quarters and shit.
Quarters of collect. Even worse. Oh, my goodness. Could you imagine being Coretta Scott King and to get a collect call from this nigga in jail?
Coretta.
Then you just had an argument that morning.
I need you to go into the...
So you in jail again. Yes. Oh, you're going to stay in Alabama tonight. Talk to you later. Like, you know, how do you not be petty? Right? Fascinating. Someone write a book about that. Or can we do like a short stories? I think that would be fascinating. Juicy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But you know, our elders are passing away. We missing these stories, right? Because I'm sure we're not making this up. Anyway. Who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 125.
Yes, happy Friday, y'all.
Happy Friday.
Shout out Friday.
Yes, be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher.
Yes.
All right, y'all ready?
Oh, geez. I'm about to take some chunk of water. It'll take a while.
Pull out your iPhone, search Black Love Matters. Go ahead and hit that logo. Scroll on down where you see write a review and go ahead and leave that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating. And go ahead and leave something nice. And then for y'all fools on Stitcher, the people who ain't got an iPhone or nothing Apple, you still want to support us, you can go ahead.
Did you call them fools?
You can go ahead and go to Stitcher.
Oh, shady.
Sign up for an account on Stitcher, but you got to do it on the desktop. You can't do it on your phone.
Stitcher. I keep saying I'm going to email them every Friday. I was like, I need to email Stitcher.
And you leave a review that way. You search Black Love Matters, and there's a spot where it says leave a review. And then you got to leave a review, and then they're going to send you an email to make sure it's you.
Because they want your information.
Because they want to make sure that's you. And then you go ahead and click that email, and voila, the review is up.
Yeah.
And then all the people that's having issues with Apple getting that review up, it might be because of y'all nickname. Somebody already got it. I wish Apple would just say something like that, like this nickname has already been taken. But it'll just be like,
do I need to email them too?
Yes. It'll just be like, this has not went through. So
gotcha. If
it don't go through the first time, change your nickname.
Okay.
All right.
Does that change this for everything though?
What you mean?
Like if they change their nickname, is it they have to change everything?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. It's just a nickname on Apple Podcasts. It's nothing.
Okay, it doesn't change their whole groove.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Follow us on all forms of social media. Black Love Matters. Okay. What you got?
So my first update is, I don't know how I feel about this. Mac has an Aaliyah collaboration. Mm-hmm. That's good. I think it's coming in June. Mm-hmm. And from what I've seen, the peaks of it, I just want to make sure, is coming in June, and it looks like it's very giving you late 90s, early 2000 realness, like a lot of metallics, shades, things like that. I don't know. Like, well, first of all, first and foremost, I'm just happy another brown girl winning and her estate is winning. They get your money, sis. Get your money, Aaliyah family.
Right.
But I never. Okay, don't y'all take my black card.
Oh my God! I already know what you about to say.
I got to be honest. Y'all know I'm not good at lying or faking a fun. I wasn't a stand for Aaliyah like that.
How dare blasphemy?
No, I mean I listened to her music. I had all her CDs, and I tried to do the swoop.
How can you be from Detroit and don't even like
Aaliyah?
Aaliyah?
I didn't say that. I just said I'm not a stand for Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, oh, Aaliyah getting a make. I didn't even think of Aaliyah as a makeup type person. Do you?
Yes.
Like, oh, okay. Nearham's a stand. Like, when I think of Aaliyah makeup, I think of like dark lip liner with like clear lip gloss. 90s realness. Mm-hmm. Like metallic eyeshadow. Like, I just think of 90s realness.
Well, everything from the 90s is coming back. And
well, maybe that's why. Like I said, let's be clear. I'm mad, sis. I'm glad they did her and nobody else. But just talking to my Black Love Matters community, I don't want y'all talking about me when you be like, Nyambi, did you get the latest Aaliyah? And I be like, nah, not yet. That's all. And I think out of pure respect, I think I'm at least have to buy a lip gloss.
Yes.
Just out of respect.
You better support the queen.
She the queen. Like, yes. This is what I'm saying. What are y'all... I'm just missing that movement. Like, I'm going to support it because she a black woman and supporting her estate, right? Because I want black women to win and I want Matt to continue to get black women collaborations. But, so, Nearham, you stand for Aaliyah. Y'all tell me what the standing is for of Aaliyah. Because was she, like, did she below?
About?
Like, she was that good of a
Aaliyah was Beyonce before Beyonce.
Really?
Yes. Like, think about it. R&B singer.
I was growing. We were like the same age. What old is she? Like, I feel like we're all in that same age group.
R&B singer. Her ass done been on movies. She done been on world tours.
I'm not hating Nearham. Y'all don't confuse this with hate. I'm simply hating. Asking a question. I'm supporting.
I'll give you an answer.
I'm going to give Mac $20.
All right.
For something.
More than a woman.
I get it. And the red CD. I get it. Well, this is not called the red CD. What is it called? CD where she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Will Rock the Boat and hit? Oh, damn. I just don't know. Like, I missed it. I missed the standing for Aaliyah. I want to almost say I was more of a Ashanti fan. I don't know where I was at. I don't know where I was at. And I know all her songs, right? But like, it just never. Whenever someone said Aaliyah, I'm like, oh yeah. And I remember when she passed away, like, it was sad. But I remember seeing people around me like crying. I was like, Did y'all know her?
She was a staple in Detroit.
Really?
Yes.
Well, tell me something else, Nearham. What else did I
remember when she came to our school and spoke.
Oh, she spoke to y'all?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said we can be whatever the fuck we want to be.
Oh, that's what she said?
Yeah.
Nice. I just don't know. I don't know what missed that boat. I don't know why I was disconnected. So she said she was like Beyonce?
Yes.
Where was I at?
I don't know where the hell you was at.
Up Destiny Child ass?
Probably.
So y'all go support Aaliyah. Get you something. Like I said, I can't do it like I did Fenty. I can't go get the whole set. But like I said, I'm going to try to get me a lipstick. Y'all know I like a good lipstick. So I'm going to get me an old nude brown shimmery brownstone lip gloss. Old 1999 lip gloss. And put it on there. This Black China fight. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on? Nearham, did you see the fight?
Yes, I seen
What
the
the hell
fight.
is going on? So what is going on with the stroller? Where's security at?
I don't know. You know Black China just walking around with that 18-year-old boy.
He does look young. Is he that young though?
I think he
is. He just young in the face? Y'all have to stop hating on this boy. Maybe he just moisturized really well.
Lies. That boy young.
But Black China, especially being in California with your in-laws, y'all popular, right? It wasn't like y'all was just some in North Carolina. Six Flats of North Carolina, right? Even I'll give you New Jersey Six Flats, right? East Coast, we got a little more couth. We might look at you, might Snapchat you, but we ain't going, you know what I'm saying? Run you down. California culture a little different.
Even the way the fight broke out.
How did you explain? I only seen a very little snippet.
So from what I've heard and read is that the young girl, she was probably about 18, 19-year-old, came over there and like rubbed.
Touched a child, which is a no. You're not supposed to touch people's
But
kids.
but it was more on like, oh, she's so cute.
Yeah,
and
you're
like,
still not supposed to touch people's kids. But yeah.
And then, she had walked away, and then the dude that she was with had like made a whole big fuss about it. And then like they went to go walk this girl down. It's like, hey, don't be touching on my kids, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, my bad. And then, she kept going off. So, well, what you want to do about it then? And
Because it gets to the point, like, hey, bitch, relax.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said, I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I know something.
And next thing strollers and shit was
this is like Boondocks. What do you call it? A nigga moment?
Yeah.
This is absolutely a nigga moment.
My thing is that stroller was sturdier than the motherfucker.
All them strollers is. I seen today in a bot store, somebody flipped out a stroller.
What?
I said, and it wasn't her. It was somebody, the daddy was in there with the daughter, and the daughter was wilding out, and the daddy wasn't paying attention. And we kept being like, oh, sit down, sweetie. We try to be nice, sit down. She flipped her ass out that stroller. Only thing was standing was the stroller. And then I was like, are you okay? Would you like to fill out an accident report? She was like, she all right.
She be all right.
She flipped the bitch strong. She need to get a, did she lose her endorsement? Did she get an
endorsement? Yes, she lost her endorsement.
Of course.
To them sturdy ass strollers.
But the thing is, sis, I know, people really do need to be more respectful of, because I think even celebrity or not, I think people are not respectful of space. Two things of like younger kids, right? Mm-hmm. So babies, right? Because they're cute, dogs, and pregnant women. Those are three people or things and whatever, who spaces aren't respected. Mm-hmm. So I know a lot of my girlfriends who are pregnant, like people are constantly coming up and like touching their belly. Like that is someone's body. You're not just supposed to do that. Little kids, when they're babies especially, can't walk. They breathing all in their face, touching them with them hands, ain't wash their hands. And then dogs, every dog ain't trained. You keep going up, putting your hand in his fucking face. You get surprised when he they'll bite you, right? So I think people just have a lack of boundaries and respect when it comes from that.
Can I ask you something?
But Blac Chyna, you should have had security, sis. You already know what you up against.
Why people be rubbing on pregnant women bellies like is for good luck or some shit like that? Like they Buddha.
I'm not pregnant, but I guess you don't see anything to that. Don't you want to? Okay, I'll be honest. I want to do it just out of sheer curiosity.
Like rub their belly?
Yeah, like that shit look weird. Oh, that you never thought? Oh, why you want to rub a belly?
I never want to rub a
belly.
That's
the only reason. I remember when some of my girlfriends closer to me finally got pregnant. I'm like, bitch, can I just touch this shit? I said, damn, that shit hard. It's just more curiosity for me. Mm-hmm. I'm sure some people get the warm and fuzzies about it, right? Because I do think pregnant women do have this glow. A lot of them just say they sweating, but I think pregnant women, their hair looks amazing, their skin's glowing, and I know they're going through hell, but I can count on my hand the ugly pregnant women I've seen. There's a couple, but I can count on my hand.
It just sounds like most women need to take prenatal vitamins, and next thing you know, they'll be glowing
I think it's a lot more than that, but thanks, Nero.
I'm just saying. Well, ladies, y'all just need to add prenatals to your daily regimen.
I used to do prenatal vitamins for the biotin in it. Now I just buy biotin as a supplement, like and some like folic acid. But now, I'm supplement queen. I don't need no prenatal vitamins. I just load them up, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it's just more the sheer curiosity. It's like the circus thing. Ooh, I've never seen this. This look weird. And then I think some folks get the warm and fuzzies, right? Because, ooh, baby, soft things, soft, squishy things,
Got you.
I think it's a novelty. And it depends. Some women love. I think when I get pregnant, I don't care. It don't matter to me. Go ahead, rub on me. Treat me like Buddha, like good luck.
I beg to differ.
Really?
Nayan, but you very particular about motherfuckers touching upon you.
I love hugs, though.
But that's different. A hug is different than a motherfucker touching upon you.
My stomach?
Yes.
I think I would like it just because I don't have to hold in my stomach anymore. Oh. When you be out, you be like, as a woman, that's something we've been trained. Sometimes I just catch myself holding my stomach in for no reason.
Why? I
have no idea. Wearing a sweatshirt. I'm like, God, I'm winded. Oh, breathe.
Breathe,
bitch.
Damn.
But I think that's what it is. But Blac Chyna says, like, they shouldn't touch your children. I know that's your heart. You want to go off. But you in a different level, sis. Not only are you in a different celebrity, who your in-laws is, your exposure, right? You sure already have security. But sis, aren't you in some lawsuits? We need you to be on best behavior.
Well, with this fight, Rob didn't go ahead and ask for full custody. He might get it.
That's what I'm saying. Chyna, you just got to think more long term, sis. I am not validating what this person did, but I'm telling you, long picture, sis. Long picture, you have to think more than this in the moment. You got to think beyond today. And nobody in her crew was like, nah, or let me go do it, right? At least have somebody in your crew be like, I'll take it. You got me. You got my books. You got my rent. Okay, I'll do it. Like, and I think that's what comes down to security. Because if you had security, if she had Julian like Beyonce did, Julian would have, I bet ain't nobody rubbing on Blue Ivy.
Well, evidently, Julian ain't stopped Sanaa Lathan from biting her ass.
Oh, please stop spreading rumors.
They confirmed it. I believe TMZ confirmed it.
Please stop spreading rumors.
That's Sanaa Lathan bit Beyonce.
Well, that's Beyonce. Wasn't it Beyonce party? Why she need security at her own party?
Shit.
Now she off the list. No, so now can't come back no more, allegedly. So I don't know. Blac Chyna, you just have to think and move different, right? You can't be having nigga moments. You cannot be, it's just certain shit you can't do. And it ain't fair, but you know, it's the price you pay when you procreate with certain families.
Page 6. Sanaa Lathan confirmed that's the star who bit Beyonce.
Neeram, stop. We don't need no more black men beating up on black women. Leave Sanaa alone. If Beyonce fine with it, I am too. The next thing I was going to talk about, we talked about a little bit, but this MLK assassination, 50 years. I have a question for y'all. Okay, y'all don't take my black card.
Again?
I guess. Do we celebrate the assassination?
What's
up with that? Did we celebrate this last year?
No.
I never celebrated.
Because
you see,
know
I'm
why?
whispering. Don't say nothing. Don't tell
You know why?
Neeram, is any colonizers listening?
Probably.
Okay, no. Put it on mute. Fast forward. All right. Now, my black love community, is we supposed to celebrate the assassination? That don't feel right, do it?
Well, you know, some people celebrate people's deaths.
This feels, that's not, I guess. It's just, so we're not talking about the funeral date. We're talking
his death, the day he died.
Why?
Because.
Can someone help me?
Is
it just because it's 50? Is that maybe why I was big? I never remember. Like, I always know the day he was assassinated, but I've never seen celebrations in school musicals and bands.
So that's the thing. You didn't celebrate it last year because it was 49 years.
Okay, so it's just because it's a big one. Like, every year, it's not the black card expectation that we celebrate the assassination of MLK, because I didn't even take it off work. If someone would have told me, I would have took it off work.
Oh.
Is that like an unofficial black? That's what I'm trying to say. Is it an unofficial black holiday?
Probably.
I'm asking you for real, Nero.
I don't know.
Well, did it surprise you or no?
It did surprise me when it came
Because
out.
you was like, "Are we gonna post it?" I said, "I don't know how I feel about celebrating the death."
It did surprise me, and then they had TV specials, and they had
and then
choirs.
Barack Obama was in there talking, and all the like major social activists was talking. I was like, usually these are people I trust. But something about it was like, I don't know if I want to celebrate his assassination.
You know, it's just another way for niggas to have a reason to have a cookout.
And then I seen his children. They gave an interview. I ain't seen them all three together. Oh, not all three, but it was one they aired. They re-aired when all of them was together, right? Because who passed away? One of his kids passed. Was it Bernice?
I don't know.
I forgot which one. But I was just like, did that surprise y'all? That's why Black Love Matters. Because I didn't know how
it came out of nowhere for me.
But how come no one invited us to a celebration? Like, I feel like it just happened.
Out of the blue.
I was like, and these were huge events, right? So it was nothing that they could just put together overnight. So this is shit they've been planning for months.
Right.
And I ain't see no publicity.
Me either. But you know, we also don't watch TV like that.
No, we would have seen something on social media.
Yeah.
It just bust out because there was so much happening on that day.
Mm-hmm.
It was MLK, the anniversary of assassination, Jay-Z and Beyonce birthday. I mean, anniversary. Same thing. Maya Angelou birthday. And isn't that when Winnie Mandela passed away too? Like it was
just a lot going on. Like every day.
Everything was like a meme and a RIP, happy birthday, bang bang. I said, wow.
Every day we got a new Google Doodle.
What?
That's why I know
Google was working, honey. They was like, they was bringing their interns in. You hear me?
That's why I know when things are going on. As soon as I open my website, I'm like, oh, what's going on?
What's going on? What did Google say is going on today?
Look at that. Google releases amazing new doodle.
Because it was her 90th birthday. I guess it was a lot of milestones. Maybe that's was the thing. It was like, because 10 for them. Yeah, I guess it was just a lot of milestones.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to ask y'all, it just seemed a little strange to me. Celebrating assassination? Did we celebrate anybody else's death?
No. I don't celebrate nobody's death.
So, or just flip it. Who death did the colonizer celebrate?
JFK.
What day is that?
I don't know.
Oh, but they go,
whenever-
especially out here, honey. Oh, Lord, we out Mass, too.
Whenever-
Mass, Connecticut. Oh, they love the Kennedys, honey. They believe in that Camelot shit. They be like, Camelot. Who the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
I'm like the book? King Arthur? They like, well, the Kennedys. I was like, oh.
Them white
Because the
folks be
Kennedys
loving.
still alive and well. That family's still alive and well
Right.
out Mass, honey. Still collecting coins on the vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Well, they love the Kennedys out here.
Yeah.
I was watching something. I can't remember what I was watching. It's like, when we grew up, we had a picture of Jesus and JFK.
Okay. Yeah, because they be out on was they on the vineyard or were they on whatchamacallit?
What?
What's the other one? I'm drawing a blank. The other island.
Martha's Vineyard? No.
Nigga, I just said okay. You can tell where he ain't never been.
The Berkshires? No.
Nope. It'll come back to me. I forgot
The
which
Cape?
one. Yes. Was he on the Martha's Vineyard or Cape Cod?
I want to say the Vineyard, but
I
could
forgot
be
which
wrong.
one. Yeah. It's just white.
Yeah, both of them are
White and
full
old
of-
money.
full of colonizers. So.
Full of old white money, old blue bloods, literally. So I forgot which one he was because they family own like this whole area. Like that's where they all go. Like you can go there and you can go see the Kennedys and a lot of old rich white money. Anyway, but y'all tell me, anybody else assassinate? That's what I'm trying to see. Do the white celebrate any of that assassination?
Other than JFK, and they always doing some type of documentary.
On JFK constantly. Yeah. They won't leave that man alone. And then lastly, the bot story, y'all. It's review season. Mm-hmm. I'm over it. I want to give them the Harriet Tubman quote. If they only knew they were slaves, I could have what?
Freed 1,000 more.
So we getting our reviews, and I'm looking at the little raises. They literally giving like 5 and 10 cents raises.
What?
What does mean? What the fuck is this? And I'm doing like for all the kids. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you. I'm like, am I not gracious enough?
Nope.
Don't I have no gratitude?
Nope. No, you don't have no drill like me.
What?
You ain't had no gratitude since
And
1996.
then here go my supervisor. We gonna give you did well. Now yeah, we give you a 50 cents rate. I want to I wanted to go in my pocket and find 50 cents and throw it at her.
Oh,
I
snap.
said, thank you. Decent. No, this is bad. We know how much in the green we are.
I know.
And you talking about 5 and 10 cents. Talking about, well, you get a quarter or 50 cents. I said, you don't know what type of Negro I am. Made me work even less.
That's an extra $4 a day, baby.
But the T is that they're going to have to continue to, everybody got to get raises because minimum wage in Massachusetts is going up. Mm-hmm. Duh. So you really have to fuck up for them to be like, we ain't giving you nothing. And that's the connection no one made. And I make above minimum wage, but still, it ain't.
They're just making sure everybody above par.
Yes. Yeah. And I think the other part was, the folks who really worked hard getting the same amount as people who ain't do nothing. Mm-mm. Now, I got people below me. So, I got me, someone below me, then it's the cashiers, right? Mm-hmm. They about to be making as much as the cashiers. That's how little their increase was.
Jesus.
And I was like this. I said, y'all really going to do that? Well, yeah. I said, y'all can't even get them a quarter more? Something to do. What's the purpose then? They might as well be a cashier.
Hey, 50 cents.
That's me. I'm not. Everybody else got 5 cents. So they're looking at me like, hey.
That's an extra
be
$1,000
quiet.
a year.
We making money. That's one thing I'm not going to feel sorry about this store. We're making money. We are surplus. And we're not even thinking broader because the bot store done got this wholesale. So they're making money. Don't think they not.
Yeah, they're making money.
So I'm not, we ain't Toys R Us. Okay?
The babies ain't gonna never know.
We're not Toys R Us. We're not Babies R Us. If anything, we done got more business. Because now it ain't no babies registries there. So now they come register their babies with us. Mm-hmm. So we making more money. They must have put a root on them. The bot stores got together, put a root on Babies R Us.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's just having these different conversations, or even talking to my manager, like, how much you want me to tell these people? Like, they make little snarky remarks, like, please come on time. Well, fuck, this their second job. What you want them to leave their first job early? Like, what you expect for a 5 cents raise? So I don't know. It's just one of those moments where I'm like, what in the? And I think my other person who works with me like that, because we're both leads, I think she's finally waking up. I think she's slowly but sure getting liberated. Because she said, we did all this work, and I did this alone while you weren't here, NAMB, and they didn't even give me no big raise. I think we got the same raise.
Uh-oh. You thought the colonizers?
Well, first of all, I was going to shut it down because I'm more qualified. I should be making more money than you anyway. But, yeah, she probably should have got a little more money. And they going to give her the same shit. Since she going to learn today.
Yeah, she going to do.
So I think she realizing that. And you know, y'all, I got some other news. It look like I might be heading to the West Coast. So I got to figure out to tell them I ain't coming back. And I ain't really had the heart. Like, I done hinted that I might have other opportunities that I'm interviewing, but I ain't really. I think they thinking like, oh, yeah, Nyambi will probably get the job, so we got about a month or two. But the way it's looking, they got 2 weeks. I literally have to put in my 2 weeks notice probably today.
Did you?
Ask me Monday.
Oh.
I'm going to do it a notice because I want to leave on good terms, but I don't know how to do it without being shady.
What you mean? You just put in 2 week notice.
And be like, I won't be back. The even shadier part is we already got schedules out for 2 weeks, so they all set.
Hey.
Good luck on this.
That's their fault. They schedule 2 months out in advance.
So I don't. And the last thing I got, you know, I think this is me wanting to be a civil rights leader. You know, we're our jobs as team leads is to kind of look for the next person, probably because they got such big turnover because they about to lose me again. But like, you know, it was this white boy that they pushing up to be a team lead, and I think he'll be good at it, right? But he's young and kind of douchey. He's the white boy I told y'all that he went to go sign up for the sheriff academy. To be a sheriff, and he came back 2 weeks later. It was like they racist. He was like, I can't fuck with them. Like he was like, I can't fuck with them. I was like, what happened? I ain't gonna say his name. I call him Tommy. What happened, Tommy? He said, I can't mess with the sheriff department. And this is a white boy. This is a white douchey boy. And he was like, I can't mess with them. I said, well, come on home. I said, what they do? He was like, they was just jackasses. Like, it was just, I don't want to do that. Because I think he wants to go into criminal background. He was going to use like kind of the sheriff or I don't know if I'm saying this right, but some type of academy, cadet academy for one of these offices as some experience while he's still, you know, going his best. You know what I'm saying? Just to add more field experience. But he was like, fuck that. Here come Nyambi. Why don't you just apply for the FBI now? He's like, really? I was like, the FBI, I'm sure they're listening. Hey, hello, Mr. FBI. They want to groom you. Like, you can't go in the FBI and teach them shit. They're coming to groom you, right? They're seeing if you cut to be in there. I was like, you need to see if they got an internship. I said, they want them young, honey. The younger, the better. They want you barely able to drink.
Right, so they can brainwash you.
Well, I want to say, how about we say, because they listening, accumulate to the culture, assimilate to the culture. So. There's nothing wrong with that. I think all companies want you to do that.
Oh, okay.
Right? I mean, I don't want to do the FBI. It's way too intense.
I don't want to do nothing. Never mind. I'll just keep to myself.
Would you? Because they listening. Be careful.
I don't know.
You know how they be like, I stopped covering the lens on my camera. I want them to see me. I don't want to just sit naked in front of it.
I do sit naked in front of it.
I used to be uptight about that, but now I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. If you want to have this voyeur relationship with me, let's do this. Let's get nasty.
Right.
But so, you know, I've just been battling that and learning to stay in my lane. I think I've been doing really good with like this separating it out, right? Knowing it is what it is without getting too, you know, connected to it. Oh, last thing about the Bot Store. Bot Store know how to tap dance on my nerves though. We got a voluntary opportunity, and of course they asked me to participate. And I was like, I love it. I do like that our store does a lot of volunteer. We do a lot in the community, right? So I do love that. But guess what these motherfuckers going? And I had to withdraw from it and lie about it. The shelter where we adopted Desi. I said, I can't go there. I couldn't even think of a reason. I said, I got something. I was like, I got a dentist. I don't know what I lied and said. I was like, I got disappointment. They was like, what? Come after. I said, think I got to get a cavity. I don't want to.
Well, Desi ain't there.
It doesn't matter. Because if I go in there and I go in the pot and I see some of his clothes that I done bought. You know
that's what it's going to be.
I can't do it. Right at Desi. And I feel like the ladies going to recognize me. They don't see a lot of black faces.
No.
But they going to be like, her. There go Desi.
They gonna recognize you.
There go Desi, mama. She turned her in.
I told you.
There go Desi, mama. There go Desi.
I told you to get the pit bull.
We should. Is she still there?
Yes. Giselle the pit bull is still there.
Giselle the pit bull still there. Pit bulls be high on our insurance. Did our insurance accept her?
I don't know.
Because I think that was one of the hold up. Because for our house insurance like bring her up in there if you want.
We just say she like a terrier mix.
Until they see her face and what we play stupid. This ain't no terrier. who is this? Who are you? Look at the dog. Who is you? Thought this was a silky terrier. They told us this. Look, they told us this was a Boston Terrier. No, what about a Boxer? They told us this was a Boxer.
Let me see dogs that look like pit bulls.
What? None. A pit bull is a very distinctive type of dog.
You can say it like American bulldog.
Because when we went this dog, they said it was a pit bull mix, and I looked her in her eyes. I said, no, that's a pit bull. Because remember, that's the one, y'all. Remember when I was looking for a dog and I took her by the leash, and she was very strong. And now when I told her to stop and sit, she did. But any moment, one day she's going to get a hip that I'm not as about as I say I am, and I'm like, stop. And she gonna keep going. And then she can have the whole house.
You could have said it was American bulldog.
Yeah, there's a dude like American. Oh, that Cane Corso too.
Cane Corso.
See,
Boxer.
No, she don't look like no Stafford Terrier. Maybe the Boxer or that American or that Cane.
Yeah.
Cane Corso.
Yeah, you just you do what the colonizers do and just miscut.
Deny. I'm like, well, come get a blood test.
It's American bulldog. It's American bulldog mix. That's what the shelter told me.
It's a rescue. You know what shelter you got it from?
No.
It was at PetSmart. I don't know. I just got her.
Do it got a chip? I
don't know. Look, look at dog. Shh. Don't say nothing.
Right.
But yeah, that was a sweet dog that we got. She did listen, and she was very low key. But remember, y'all, I told you she was very thick though. Like she could fuck me up.
Well, Desi could have fucked you up too.
What? You know, Desi with that's what I'm saying. So imagine if Desi got buck and Desi started showing his teeth, and I was like, "Whoa, bitch!" Imagine if Giselle showed her fucking teeth in this house, she can throw the house away because I'm not coming back in. I don't have time. That's what I'm worried about. If we do the dog thing again, which I don't know, near, I'm at least 2 years out from that now. I want a dog that's 3 days old.
You're not gonna get a dog.
I want the dog to think I'm their mama.
You're gonna get a dog like at least 16.
I want the dog. No, I want one of those dogs where like I go visit the dog, like weekly, and like hold the dog. I want the dog to think I'm their mama.
Okay.
Because I be missing Desi sometimes though. But then I flash back to when he pissed on my fucking rug and when he showed them fucking teeth, them teeths. Oh, and they was just little chiclets. And my mom tried to get me. She said, I thought she only had 4 teeth.
No, that nigga teeth sharper than
Yeah, he had little sharp teeth, didn't he? Because when he nipped me that time, I said, oh, nigga. Mm-hmm. And then he got buck and I got buck. Miriam, what you thought we was going to fight in this house?
Yeah.
Miriam was about to send for Peter on me.
Yeah, well.
We was about to move furniture in this bitch.
I've had an experience or two with Desi, but I can't say it out loud.
What happened?
I'll tell you after the podcast. Can't be incriminating myself.
Why didn't you tell me? Because I would have been mad at you.
Yes.
But Desi get bout it.
Yes. That little motherfucker.
He had nigga moments. He act like Black China at Six Flags.
Good riddance. Actually, don't forget to cancel the dog account on Instagram.
Oh, Neil.
Just go ahead and shut that down.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Should I do a message?
No.
Okay, come on. We dragging this. Near. What's your check-in?
Well, since we already spent like 40 minutes on your check-in.
Oh my God, did we? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. The thing is, we're at the kitchen table. You know, we need to put timers out. Mm-hmm. When we literally at the kitchen table doing a check-in, we're literally at the kitchen table doing a check-in. And I worked all day today, so this is where we were literally catching up.
So I was going to talk about Survivor getting robbed.
Go ahead, Nerum.
No, because then the show's just going to be all check-ins.
We can talk more.
Show.
Okay, come on.
I was going to talk about Survivor getting robbed and like him going.
Well, why don't you put it off to Monday then? Jesus.
No, because it's old news there.
2 days?
Yes. You know, news cycles run fast there. Okay. What I would say as a man who's had multiple guns in his face, y'all leave that man alone. Let him cry.
What'd he do? Did he? What safari? He got robbed on the train.
No, he got robbed. Like a couple hours before he went on to
Like walking down the street
like leaving the club or something like that.
in his bright fur
Yeah.
and his jewelry
Yeah. So he got robbed. They
And
took his
his-
jewelry and all that
and
stuff.
his red bottoms.
And then he had a interview with Angie Martinez, and he was crying and stuff. People was killing him.
Maybe he's scared. Ain't nothing be
And
scared.
it was like, you know, you be Angie Martinez and ask me what's up.
Hey, it's good to see you, Coconut Oil King. What's going on?
I just got robbed.
Oh, okay. Today or what didn't happen?
Yeah, a couple hours ago.
What? Tell us the story.
Two
Look,
men.
I'm Angie Martinez. Tell us.
2 men, 2 guns, and they
What?
just took everything.
Well, you got clothes on you now.
I know. I've been at the precinct.
Oh Lord.
Leave that man alone. That's pretty much how the whole interview went.
The whole interview.
No, not the whole interview,
Oh.
but like the first 15
I
minutes.
said
of the
usually
interview.
Angie ain't that savage.
But leave that man alone. As a dude who
He's
done
lucky
had,
it wasn't the Breakfast
look,
Club.
and I ain't have as much as his ass had. As a nigga who done got robbed multiple
Oh,
times.
he better. I just would have got naked in the street. You can have all of this. What else you want? The drawers? They is Versace. What? From Detroit. You can have all this.
Shout out to Prison Bay getting that billionaire heiress
Who is
pregnant.
Prison Babe?
You know that nigga
With that
everybody-
light eyes?
with them light eyes.
Them niggas
that,
with them light
that
eyes.
left his wife for that billionaire
He
heiress.
did Negro light
Look.
eye things.
Get your money, King.
Ooh!
He on the come up.
He got with a billionaire?
Yes, she like a heiress to a billionaire.
I mean, did he at least cut a deal with his ex-wife?
I don't know.
I'm like, can you at least
Look.
forward some money over here?
If women can do it, men can do it too. Get your money, King.
What woman you hear about leaving her man to go with somebody else?
Nayambi, if the opportunity presents himself.
Yeah, I would pay you out.
Exactly, but look, you'll still be the woman who left near him.
Child, I won't even.
And look, everybody be like, "Go get your money, sis." I understand.
My husband a billionaire. I'm acting like this ain't never existed.
Exactly.
You gonna wake up in the morning, ain't gonna be no links, ain't no websites
shit
don't
shut
work. Podcast Stitcher, the email don't work. When I'm done,
Everything is just a figment of your imagination.
that's what loan money do to you.
Other thing, I was so y'all know I'm big into running. The Boston Marathon just came out with these Saucony shoes, and
You wear Sauconys
can I finish?
with the little circles on the side.
No, let me finish.
Oh,
So they for the Boston Marathon, you know, every marathon like they have like a certain type of shoe. Well, I know for like New York or Boston, you know, shoe companies do like a special limited edition type shoe. And Saucony did a Boston Marathon shoe in conjunction with Dunkin' Donuts,
of course.
and the shoe was fire.
Dunkin' Donuts gotta have crack in it.
The shoe was on the hook. Like the shoe box looked like a Dunkin' Donuts box.
Oh my god, y'all niggas is so much.
It was fly, and I tried to get some and I didn't. Okay.
They sell out.
Yeah, they sold out because you can only go buy them online. I think they're gonna have some at the expo for the marathon. I might go there and see if I can find some.
Your size filled up.
Yes, mine sold out real quick.
I mean, are they running shoes or are they?
Yeah, they running shoes. So like some people, like I personally wouldn't do it. Some people like go buy
And run in
like the marathon shoe and run in them the race day.
Oh, you supposed to run in a new shoe on race day?
I wouldn't,
Oh,
but some people would.
I want a nice broken in one.
Exactly.
One that's almost done, actually.
So, you know, some people usually do that, or just like to like commemorate because it's a big deal.
Yeah,
like
I
running
would-
Boston. And
My
running
thing
New
is, I
York.
would put it in I love framing things. I would frame it.
They're fly. They pretty damn fly.
I'm not a shoe person. Let me see them.
All right.
Oh, what color are they?
They're like sprinkles, so they look like sprinkles.
Oh,
Let me see if I can find.
I didn't
a
even know
better
they do this. For all y'all marathoners or running sports nerds, I don't. I don't know. It don't do it for me.
shoe. They don't.
No, actually, shoes don't do it for me.
Well, you know, I used to be a sneakerhead, so like the
I mean,
shoe
it's
box,
cute.
is like a dozen donuts box, and
Yeah.
then like the shoe got like sprinkles and things of that sort.
It's
like,
cute.
I'm
And it's
geeking out about it.
Saucony?
Yeah,
Wow, that's an upgrade for Saucony.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know you got the donut in the back, and then the inside is like American runs on Dunkin' and things of that sort. It's pretty sweet.
A walking ad.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I think they was dope.
Oh, I like these.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Neeram just got the search page up.
Yes.
That's good.
So that's what's going on. Other than that, like I'm in the full swing of marathon training. So I'm like 5 weeks into a 32-week program.
Nice.
I got out, my first race in a couple of weeks, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running like the 5K before the Boston Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty excited about that and just going through like everything that comes with it. And I'm just pretty excited about just doing that because when I'm running or when I'm exercising, that's when I feel like I'm most at peace, most in my zone, most in my zen, everything, all that good stuff, most with my maker, all that. So I'm pretty excited about that. Moving on, the saga continues at the startup.
When y'all niggas gonna get direct deposit?
Every payday, it's something new.
That's why I'm glad I don't got to worry about the bot store.
So this saga this week is that they changing their banks, something they've been trying to do for the past 5 weeks, so we can get direct deposit. So they changed the bank. His mama do the bookkeeping, but she's not really a CPA or nothing like that. So she messed up on some deposits.
She just made sure it balanced.
And his ass been cussing her ass the fuck out all damn day.
Especially with payroll. You might be late on the bill, right? But you can't be late on payroll, honey.
So she took monies out of all the accounts and had it in cash and was about to deposit it into the payroll account. And he's like, Ma, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You cannot deposit cash into the payroll account. Bitch, are you trying to get us
audited
up in this motherfucker?
Stuff, yeah.
They was going back and forth like a motherfucker.
They would have been better off giving y'all cash instead of taking the money and moving it. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm talking to the girl in my little cube area, and it's like, are we gonna get paid today? It's like, I don't know.
Y'all go every Thursday, but every other Thursday.
Every Thursday. So then he come back because he didn't went to the bank. He sent his mama. They calling back and forth. He cussing her ass out. All types of shit. Like, this is a white boy in rare form. You're so fucking dumb, Mom.
Oh, my goodness.
You just can't follow fucking basic instructions. Nope. I wrote it out for you. I sent it to you in a text message, an email. And her mom, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Timmy. I'm not reading this shit. Going back and forth. So when it was all said and done, they didn't order no checks.
Oh, my God.
Then he had to go back to the bank and get some temporary checks. So, these checks look fake than a motherfucker.
The big juicy ones.
Because they're not even starter checks. They're not even.
I'm thinking about starter checks.
These are checks they printed from a computer.
Oh, my God.
Temporary checks.
They should have got y'all certified. What's it called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Certified checks. So these checks are straight from the computer. So I get my check, right? And I go, like I said, I go straight to the bank.
As always.
This time I said, well, let me just try this out my bank, and because I don't want to, waste time. Go to my bank. My bank look at this shit.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
And they're like, well, what is this? I said, I don't know. My job.
I don't. Okay, Neeram starting with I don't know. Well, you keep I don't know shit.
Look, what is this? A check. Look, and I was like, I don't look. I know it looked kind of sketch, but my job just changing the banks and they can't get the direct deposit together. Blah, blah,
thank
blah.
You.
So they looking at it. They running through the little check machine.
Oh, it's not even going through the check machine?
No.
Oh, no.
And it's like, well, we can't do anything about this. And it's like, we advise you not even to deposit this in your account. So what I had to do.
They told you to go to the liquor store.
So what I had to do, I had to go to the new bank account, the new bank where they just opened all these accounts at.
Yeah.
Hello, sir, ma'am. I would like to cash this check. As always, do you have an account here? No. Now this bank, well, that is going to be a $7 charge. What the fuck? So first they charging me $7. So they looking at this shit. They looking at the check the same thing. Same way, well, what the fuck is this? And they got a little instant messenger, so all I hear is the lady typing and just going back and forth, looking back at me.
They don't take you pictures of you.
And then they was well, we need some forms of ID, so I get my license. Well, do you have another form of ID? And I say, I don't know what else you want. I got a student ID and a credit card here. Yeah. So we'll take the credit card. So then they going back and forth, tip tapping, and then a manager came up there, and another manager came up there. I thought I was about to go to jail, y'all. And then it's like, we're just trying to get approved, blah, 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 because I guess the other branch had closed at like 5 or something, so they couldn't call the branch to confirm, like this was a temporary check or whatever. So then it's like, well, we need to call the guy. I like call like the signees on the account. Yeah. So, you got to start up. He then went ahead and put like the 1-800 number down or whatever, like the intake line. Like, what the fuck is this? So they, like, hello, can we speak to Timmy? Yeah. Oh, you need to call him here. So then they call this other number. He didn't pick up. And then he calls back, and then it goes to the bank main line. And then somebody's like, anybody call for Timmy? Yeah. And then they do that. And then it's like, we just want to make sure, can you tell us some information, confirm? And it's like, we just wanted to make sure because we have a check here that just looks suspicious or blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, well, then he was like, oh, okay. Like, well, who's the person trying to cash the check? Nero. Oh, I know him. He's cool.
He's cool people. He's cool people.
I'm looking at the lady. Don't you tell this man I'm trying to cash this check. Look. Shut the fuck up. But as always, I got my check and then I went straight to my motherfucking bank.
Look, you back to them. What is them? Welcome back, Nero. You have cash money.
With cash, and I deposit that shit. So the saga continues with that, but I'm gonna keep going to that. I'm pissed about that because this new bank charges you $7 to cash a check. I'm like, what the fuck? So you gonna charge me money to cash a check that y'all from y'all bank? Yeah. What type of shit is this? It's almost cheaper to cash my check at Walmart.
That's what I was gonna tell you.
$2.
That's what I was gonna tell you.
I would have did it, but shit, not with this temporary check fake shit.
AP would have been all over you.
Oh my God, man! I almost went to jail. I was afraid. Y'all don't understand. I thought I was going down, and I know I ain't did nothing wrong. Yeah. I'm over here trying to explain to these people, look, that the job, look, they just signed up for direct deposit. We ain't got it yet. Well, what are these checks? Look, I don't know. Shit, it's a check. Yeah. So I had that going on. Another thing I just want to talk about is, folks, self-care and mental wellness is so important in this day and age. You get a lot of things thrown at you. You get a lot of things thrown at you from work. You get a lot of things thrown at you from your spouse. You get just a lot of things in life that's just thrown at you. And you really, really need to practice this self-care and mental wellness. And one reason I say that is that after, going through all this stuff and just living life and all the woes of life, I get home and I hear about the man who was killed in Crown Heights. What? Yeah, it was like this guy who was like mentally disturbed or whatever, and the police thought he had a gun, but it was like a metal pipe in his hand. Jesus. And it was reports that he like suffered from like bipolar or whatever, and they shot this man like 10, 15 times. And just hearing the story, and it's just like just so upsetting that, it started fucking with me. Yeah. And like what else? It just shows that there's nothing you can do. Like you just be black, and then you just don't get the benefit of doubt of nothing. Nope. I can't have a pipe. I can't have a cell phone. Yeah. I can't have a candy bar. I can't have nothing in my damn hands without being shot. So. We all in the struggle together, and I stress it, like self-care and mental wellness is not only for when you're feeling good. You need to be doing this shit even when you feel at your worst. Yeah. And so that's what I got going on. We're going to do a quick pillow talk. What we got?
Of course. Briefly talk about this YouTube shooting. What's going on? I know you just talked about the self-care, but what's going on?
I really don't know much of the YouTube shooter.
I think this woman was upset because of the censorship. And she's saying they censoring my shit and they ain't censoring nobody else and they ain't fair. Now, sis, that ain't a reason to come up and shoot up the club. You can't do that.
At least you can have an AR-15.
Yeah, that ain't the reason to do that. But YouTube do be censoring stuff. And that algorithms, YouTube's algorithms, and also Facebook algorithms, it is something. And it is, if you not of the certain color persuasion, it ain't for you. Yeah. And it is something to be said. But, that woman, that still don't justify going up and shooting nowhere. I don't have much to say. It's just, And now the colonizers are going to use this, but, oh, this is a woman and she a woman of color, underrepresented population. See, not all white men are terrorists. That's what they're going to say now.
Yeah, well, I've already seen that, especially at my job, because, I work with all these conservatives.
So now, because one person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, what we're saying about white men is they have a history of this shit. Like,
Right.
this ain't no new shit, but it's been going on for years and before it was in style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before it was so mainstream. But, but the thing about Sis and the difference between, some of the white men who did it, Sis mama called. The policeman was like, hey, my daughter not wrapped as tight as she should be, and she might do something crazy. Y'all should watch this. And they didn't. Right?
Again.
You know what I'm saying? Like, her mom, if someone's mother called and be like, hey, I love them, but something not right, you have to take heed to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And I think that's a lot of things that happen with these mass shootings is that the warning signs are there. And a lot of times people have reported something about these people.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers just don't take that shit serious.
Yeah. Yeah. So it might be, putting resources in to dive a little bit deeper into it. It's going to lead to a lot of roads where it's like, oh, I was just playing.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But I'd rather we put the more resources in than prevent what we're going to prevent.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because I know folks like, you don't talk about it. I don't have much to say.
Mm-hmm.
Except she wasn't lying about the censorship, but that her reaction to it wasn't appropriate, right? You know what I'm saying? What else are you going to say?
Yeah.
Black Ink Crew. Y'all know I love Black Ink. We haven't been doing weekly summaries, but this last episode, something about it touched me. And there's just a few things I want to touch on. We're not going to do a whole recap of the episode, but there's a few things I want to talk about.
Okay.
First, let's talk about Donna and this ectopic pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Why everybody on there act like they never heard of no woman having no ectopic pregnancy?
I don't know. What?
What done happened? Donna, how she not know she pregnant? Ma'am, that's besides the point. This woman had I can't even get it out. A fetus growing in her fallopian tube.
Yes.
And that can be very dangerous, if not deadly.
Right. She almost died.
Yeah. And we know Donna is over the top and she do a lot, but this is one situation she should be a little bit nervous about.
Yes.
Right. So even how people was like, what word? What's that? Or I like how they couldn't say, they had to put on the subscript.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? It was like atopic. I was like, what?
Right.
Help us.
Ectopic.
Help us. So I thought that was interesting. Also, I thought it was interesting with what's the brown girl named Jade. Because I'm like, Don's like, I'll move out with, my significant other, this brought us closer together. And Jade was like, hey, bitch, how I'm supposed to pay rent? I was like, first of all, Jada, you're supposed to get paperwork on people. You ain't getting no paperwork. You just got a friendly agreement.
Right.
She did her due diligence by giving you a heads up.
A motherfucking handshake.
By giving you warning and offering to help find somebody else find this.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought she was over exaggerating. Next, can we talk about Sky and his sperm donor?
Oh my God.
What's wrong with Sky?
I feel I think Sky might be bipolar, and ain't nobody addressing it.
I thought Sis confessed to that.
I don't know.
I think she says it, but you're right. Has she ever went and got formally diagnosed?
I don't know if she's been diagnosed for bipolar.
Or she's just a show pony. I don't know which one. Or a mixture of both. My thing is, don't we got to talk a little bit about emotional intelligence when it comes to Sky? So in the episode prior to, you're talking about wanting to rekindle with your sons. And, one of her sons is doing a lot of pushback, which is understandable. But, as a parent, you're supposed to hang in there. And then the next episode, you're talking about how you about to get you a sperm donor.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think the kids see that? Like, and I'm not saying that she shouldn't want to have a baby, and that's fine, right?
Right.
But just the timing of, and maybe it's the editing. So maybe this was months apart, but somebody can be like, maybe we need to put a little disclaimer. Or what Shonda do 2 months later, right?
Yeah, something. And that's the thing, like, you just don't know.
To show we process
next
this
thing
a
you know,
bit.
she arguing with her son, and then the next episode, the door open. Hey, y'all, I want to get pregnant.
Yeah, and I'm assuming there's some space in there. I'm
hope
only
so.
hoping. But just something to, or even when they do their little confessionals, the producers didn't think to ask, like, so how do you think this will make your son feel, or how are you processing this?
Nothing.
So I was just like, come on, Scott. But, we got to remember, some of this stuff is, not some, a lot of this stuff is scripted.
Right.
Even to the point where she went to the gay bar?
Yeah.
With Caesar to go pick up mint and stuff.
Right.
But I hit the ground. You know where I hit the ground? When Sky said before she got her new vagina that it looked like dog jowls. I said, whoa. I was like, this bitch is a star. And then I'm like, if your vagina used to look like some dog jowls, you should have no problem getting no sperm donor.
Right.
So what we doing here? And cut. Thank you, Mona Scott Jr. She said, dog jowls. I said, as soon as I thought of a pit bull. I said, wait a minute. I thought about a what's it called? Bulldog.
I'm over here Googling dog jowls.
Dog jowls. You about to pull it up there?
Yes.
Not jaws, jowls.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the hanging part.
Yes. How you spell jowls?
Jawls.
I just spelled that.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
You didn't
that
put
was
it
jaw.
on. Yeah, near them.
Look, y'all know I got dyslexia.
We be Googling this stuff as
It's
we
actually
go.
with an O.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
The jaw.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, that do kind of look like a sad vagina.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. It's Jowls.
Look at that. That do kind of look like a vagina.
The first one that
Jesus.
come up, that's the one we look at. If you Google dog jowls and go to images.
That do look like a sad vagina. Jesus.
So that piece a little bit. But what the piece that got to me? What's going on with Walt? When they went up in Walt, place where he just paying for the room, and he just broke down and started crying. Did it break your heart?
Yes, it did.
What? It just got me thinking, as a friend, when do you know when to reach out to folks, or as the person in need, when do you just have to reach out and say, I need some help, right? He let it get to the point where he lost his house. He had to send his kids back. Like, what was the hold up in asking for a little bit of help, right? And he on Black Ink Crew. I ain't saying he rolling in the money, but he should be able to afford more than, and the shady cameraman panning the apartment and all you see is a bed. Why they do that?
I don't know why they do that.
They ain't had to do that. And then Walt was hurt, though. I knew something was going on when he was drinking. I knew something was going on when he dated that girl with that turtle. And he stuck around that long.
Yeah.
I said, as soon as that bitch brought her, I was like, no, thank you. I would have left. I'm like, no, thank you. All set. Does it? All set. But it was something heart-wrenching about it.
It is. And the other thing is that, the pride aspect of it is that, you don't know how to ask for help, or, as Nyambi say, you don't want to be a burden to nobody else.
Yeah.
So you try to go through it yourself and you just feel all alone.
Yeah.
Then what?
And then I battle. So as a friend, when do you kind of step out your shell to then check up on your friends, right? When do you dive deeper into the relationship to be like, hey, what's going on with you, right? I care about you.
So that's the thing about this whole TV editing, because we don't know. Like, all we see is that.
I mean, I think they did as friends, right? So I think Caesar and what Teddy did do what friends supposed to do and roll the fuck up on them, right?
But that was after, like, the big blow up. Like, my thing is. And
they knew he'd been drinking more.
And that's what I'm saying, like, with the editing and things of that sort. Like, this nigga been drinking more. You ain't seen those kids in a while.
Yeah.
So.
When you go.
Yeah, so when were you going to say something? So I think that's where just like whole editing or, TV land come in at where,
you don't know.
You don't know what's the storyline or what was held back and things of that sort.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was just, I don't know. It just
but I do feel for the guy, man, because I know that's one of the things that you're really proud of, proud of was being like a single father and
holding
taking
them
care of
kids
kids
down, right?
Yeah.
And have to send them back with their mother had to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
It made me think, like, to what friends I ain't heard from in a while. Like, who folks do we need to check up on?
Who folks need to check up on you?
Yeah, I stay with the Lord, honey. I stay nice and prayed up. But it just got me to thinking that way, because everyone has a story. Everybody going through something. Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Everybody needs help.
Yeah.
Eventually, one day, right?
Yeah.
So, I thought that was a good one. Yeah, did I miss anything else? But between them, sperm donors and Walt asking for help, you have to be able to. How do you ask for help from friends? Then, have you ever had to ask for help, or how do you do it?
I just be straight up. I'm the type of nigga that just drop a bombshell on you.
Oh my God!
Hey, ring. What's going on now?
Yep.
Shit is not going good.
Yeah.
My dog died.
Oh Lord.
My woman left me.
Oh my God.
And I'm short on my bills. Can you help me?
Yeah, I can send some dog food. You may want that.
Thank you. Next person.
Yeah. You say next person.
Yeah.
You tried it.
No, but I think for some people, I think in this culture that we live in, it's hard to ask for help because, you know, for the
It's about
Instagram
the hustle
culture,
up and-
it's about looking good and doing it and, you know, and just looking good and not needing help and everybody being like, I don't need nobody. I came up on my own, blah, blah, blah. Not knowing that you always got somebody that's helping you. Some
Even
shape
when
or
you
form.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. All righty. You want to go on to Shout Out Friday?
Yeah, we can do Shout Out Friday.
All righty.
So, as always, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And if you do that, we'll shout you all out on the show. So, we got quite a few of them, actually.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we got 5 reviews. 1.
Okay, well, start reading them, Neil. Want me to start?
5.
All right, the first one from Apple Podcasts, and and the Academy Award goes to ... by one fine NW. I love y'all names. NWA, and it says Nero Manayambi, kinfolk, what's up?
What up, though?
Never have I ever felt so connected to two people whom I've never met in the flesh and claim as my cousins. LOL. We watch the same shows, keep up with the current hot topics, and could y'all please pass the hot sauce with the goat? That's
With
what I'm
that
saying.
good.
Go pass it. It's just some meat.
Yes.
Stewed meat at that, so it's falling apart.
Be so tender.
Yeah. Working in the world of TV news, I see and hear a lot of things, but nothing compares to the Black with No K Love Matters podcast. Your sessions have taught me it's okay to ask for help, and after constantly hearing you all preach about mental health, I found the perfect Black queen as my therapist, and it's the best decision I made thus far in 2018. Keep up the excellent work because we need you, peace. I'm telling y'all, everybody has to invest in a therapist.
Absolutely.
Please
That's self-care.
You have to do it.
The next one is, says My Faves by exclamation point. And it says, I look forward to each episode. This couple really needs a reality show ASAP.
Shit, I don't know. You think my reality show would be fun?
Baby, with the power of editing. they
Like
make
going to
everything
Trader
fun.
Joe's?
With the power of editing, they make anything interesting.
They'll have to come to the box store.
Yeah, they'll be at the box store.
Nah, that is good television.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I called Nero, I cussed Nero out because I made this food and he didn't even eat it. I said, so I'm just making food for Casper.
You ain't eat it either.
Because you the one who want these thick-ass, boiled-ass meals. Next, no, it's my turn now.
Yes.
My new favorite podcast, Couple, by Quintessential. And it says, I just started listening maybe a month ago, and I love you all. I don't even watch some of the shows that y'all talk about, but I love hearing your views on them. 5 stars.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We getting all our shows in because it's about to be the summer. So ain't
Yep.
going to be no shows. Only going to be like 1 or 2 shows.
Queen Sugar. What
Yeah.
else?
I don't know. It's usually one new one that come on we watch.
Maybe,
Ain't it something? Insecure.
Insecure.
I feel like I ain't been on in 2 years.
Maybe we might do a review of Superstition and do each episode.
That might be fun. And do a petition to get a second season because
Yes.
Sci-Fi's fucking playing and they haven't made a decision. And they need to get back to work soon. Because I need it back around Christmas. Mario, you hear me? Van Peoples. Do I want to be on the show? Because we want to be on Showtime. Big Papa. What's his name? J Papa Parents.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be on Superstition. I might get scary.
Oh.
Might be too real.
Ah!
Oh, shit. Oh,
Shit.
you scared me.
Oh, that was a ghost.
Oh, we
Shit.
playing.
Oh.
Action.
Cut. My
Cut.
bad.
It scared me. Look, I become with a cross on. That's
Right.
scared.
Y'all know I love the Lord.
Going between takes, just reading the Bible. Oh my goodness.
The next one is 3 heart emojis from Nina Shanice, and it says, thank you both for being awesome. I have stumbled upon your podcast, and it's amazing, insightful. Thanks for giving us a piece of yourselves. Never stop. Heart, heart, heart.
No. The next one says, so good, exclamation mark with the sun by Make a Way for Her. And it says, I love that I've discovered this extraordinary podcast and love y'all. Love. I also love how y'all rep detail so many gems and so much decorum. We love Detroit. It can never come out of us. Like we was just there too long.
Right.
We're over there, was there over 20 years.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot to get that out of me.
Sure is.
And we've been in New England for a while too, but I only got a little bit of it. I only got a little of the rudeness.
Decorum. That's an old school
Decorum.
word.
Have some decorum. That's like have some couth.
Right.
Have some couth about yourself.
All right, we have some from blacklovematters.com. We got one from D. Ramsey. What up, though, D? How you doing? In reference to episode 123. And it says, hey, family, happy belated resurrection. Nyambi, your pastor is a mess.
What?
Ephesians chapter 10, verses 10 chapter 6, verses 10 to 18, the Message Bible.
Yeah, that told you about the armor. I wasn't making this up, y'all. I really do rereading the Bible.
Talks about the entire armor of God. And if your booty is not covered,
covered in prayer. Yeah, I'm telling you, I was so distracted when he was saying it, and I know he didn't mean it that way. But you know me, I'm gone. So he just said, I said so, and you know, of course, I'm picturing myself with a half of armor on the body. I said, well, why the Lord ain't cover the ass?
Because you got to poop.
He said, because you got to turn and face the problem, saints. I said, I don't know. I told you that. So if y'all looking to read up, or if you're doing your devotionals, and you like Dee told us, if you're learning to read on the entire armor of the Lord, it's Ephesians chapter 6 verses 10 through 18. That's what you're trying to say, Nir?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? 10, 8.
You know, I don't
16.
do this Bible. I don't do this Bible shit.
You can't do the word. But you know, church, we do got a lot of our lingo. It's like academia. It's a lot of lingo.
I'm looking at these dots and dashes. I was like, what the hell? I said, it's just 6:10 o'clock.
You said 6:10 o'clock. You stupid. No, chapter 6, verses 10 through 18.
Y'all know I don't do that Bible stuff. Want me to do the next one? You got
Sure.
it. Next one from blacklovematters.com is from A.K. Bell. Yeah. In regards to 123 as well. And it says, I may be alone in this one, but I need more of these Box Store Chronicles. This needs to be some type of series or something, because I feel Nyambi can have a whole separate podcast just off Box Store
crazy
Chronicles.
Foolishness.
I believe so. Trying to get Nyambi to start a website.
Well, didn't you remember, because you came up to the store one night and we were sitting in the car on my break, and you seen a Box Store Chronicle unfold?
Yeah.
With what's the Cardi Kid? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, that nigga left.
I was like, well, that's the night I told you he was chasing the bots.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, he mad. And he was like, how can you tell? I was like, I could tell the way he pushing the carts. I said, watch, he gonna throw him in the air. And what'd he do?
Throw him in the air.
Just like, because people won't get out the way.
Get the fuck out of the way.
I told you this happens. I'm reading the next one. Yeah. Alrighty. It's from Ladies First, ! And the subject says family. And it says, hola, Niram and Nyambis. So I'm fairly new to the podcast world, and your podcast is absolutely hilarious, phenomenal, gritty, and too damn honest, and causes me to blurt out laughing in my cubicle. I'm working my way backwards from your new shoes to your earlier shoes. Shows. What I was doing? Shoes.
I don't know.
I'm acting like Trina Braxton.
Right.
Have you heard Trina Braxton talk? She'd be like, house.
House.
She's from Baltimore. Why is she talking like she's from Canada? And I just listened to episode 68, Sick and Shut-Ins, Nyambis. You talking about poly privilege to ask to speak to your manager. Lord Jesus. Talk about almost spitting out my tainted coffee. I had to put Bailey's in my coffees to deal with these CCs. Come on. We know we have a few friends that constantly do Bailey's.
Right.
Bailey's can be dangerous though.
Be forgetting they got alcohol in it.
Yeah, come on, this is not creamer. I think I tell Nia, I'm like, that's not creamer. Like you act like this is creamer. Like this is just not milk. If anything, you got to be more careful with those ones. 'Cause I feel like they're more alcoholic. Like I feel like the cream-based alcohols and coffee-based alcohols are stronger than just drinking vodka. But that's just me. You have a listener faithfully, and I'm cramming the podcast to get caught up. I too have a bachelor's and an MBA from PWIs, and dealing with all that we have to deal with daily. This podcast brings me joyous litness. I live in Columbus, Ohio, and was born and raised in Toledo, Ohio. That's basically Detroit.
Right.
I think it took me years to realize Toledo wasn't Michigan. Toledo, Ohio. It was like something that just happened in like elementary or middle school. I was like, wait a, you start looking at the map. Wait a damn minute. Because you go there so much, right? Mm-hmm. And it says, I have a question. I work for an insurance company and have been there for almost 3 years. When I first started here, I was happy to work for the company because they appeared to be a company where It appeared to be diverse in a place where I could grow with. As I continued to work here, the craftiness and nepotism became crystal clear. There's one of us in senior level management, and there's not one brown person even in middle management. I have started looking for another position. I know I can be somewhere else fairly quickly. I have put in for the federal government. We all know it takes a minute to get there. Yeah, that's anywhere between 3 months to almost a year. Yeah. If I were to leave my current position and go to another job before the government job appears, then I decided to go from the rebound job to my coveted federal job. Would I look shady, or would it look like I'm looking at my future and I should really care less about this corporate game and be about me like corporate is about corporate? From your new listener, ladies first. That's a good one here. What you think? You want to answer this or save it for Monday?
Let's save it for Monday.
Yeah, I think my quickest thing is gaps in people are more worried about gaps in employment. So if you have something where it's like you going from one job to another job, that's not as that's easier to explain than having a gap in employment, right? I think what you can always say for the federal job is like, this is something I always strive for, and it presented itself. And so I had to take this opportunity for my own professional development and growth. And that's what you can say to that new job you go to, and they be like, oh, bitch, I'm leaving after 2 weeks. But like, you have to make it sound like it's them. Like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. How would I ever turn this down, right? You got to get them to be like, yeah, you can't turn this down. And then if the government asks you about it, I'll be like, this is my job. And that should already be in your cover letter that you're striving to be, and it so happened came at this time, and there's no need for you to stop. But we can go in more details about tips and tricks about that transition. But my gut reaction is no, you have to follow your coins and your happiness.
Look,
because that's what they do.
Them jobs is not loyal to you.
And low key, high key, these white boys, they be going through jobs every 18 months to 2 years. It used to be like a 4-year turnover.
Yeah.
That's conservative now. These folks be rolling through jobs 18 months to 2 years and throwing the deuces. Low key, high key. And just.
Especially in this whole startup culture.
Gone, right?
This shit don't pop off in 18 months. They try to go to a startup and hopefully get some type of equity and hope that bad boy gonna pop off. But if it don't pop off in about 18 months, they get the fuck on.
Yeah, and I think it's almost the same. And like, we'll go in more detail on Monday, but I think it's the same advice we give graduate students. You keep it professional, right? Never talking about, I hate y'all in your head. You be like, I hate y'all motherfuckers. But I be like, just the professional development opportunities, even if it ain't a big difference. In the financial opportunities, there's just something I can't pass up for me and my family or my professional development growth. Now, unless you're able to counter offer and that's where you bring it back.
Right.
If you're able to do that, I would love to stay here, but, just let me know your resources. If not, deuces. But, yeah, Monday we'll go into more detail about that. But my gut is no, it's okay to switch jobs.
Yeah. The next one's from Shalonda.
Okay.
Subject is for Nyambi.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Good morning, best friends.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, saints,
sunshine.
Saints and ain'ts.
No, mine's good morning, sunshine.
Hope you're having a wonderful beginning of the week.
Little kids, I'd be like, good morning, sunshine. They're like, oh, I'm sunshine.
Morning.
Yeah, that's what the little ones.
Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I was listening to this podcast on my way to work, and it made me think of Nyambi. I've been relating to a lot of what she's been saying, and she's been thinking and feeling and experiencing. So I think this is the episode that will resonate with her as it did with me. Take a listen. Let me know what you think.
What's the name of it? Actually, it's a few podcasts it's a few things folks have sent me.
It's the One Church LA podcast. I think that's what it is. No.
Oh, it's the Powder House.
Torrey. That's what it is?
It says, I'm reading it near the Potter's House at One LA podcast.
Okay.
Tori Roberts, War of Dimensions.
Okay.
Like it just came out April 2nd. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. It's actually a few things I need to check out because there's some listeners that have podcasts. It's some listeners that got like websites. It's some listeners that got...
Right.
Excuse me, I sneezed.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I had to sneeze and I was holding it in.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
And it's some stuff that I really, I just don't want to peruse it. I really want to get into it. So my goal is hopefully, at the end of April, early May, hopefully when I'm making this new transition, to really dive into that and really support y'all, right? I don't want to just be a fair weather. I really want, if you're doing, I want to listen. I want to comment.
At least,
if you got a book, I really want to read your book. So I know a lot of y'all have sent this and you're doing some amazing things. Just give me another month or two. I'm really going to dive in. So thanks for sending that, y'all.
Yeah. So Red Bear sent 2 emails. I'll read the first one. You can read the second one. Get your whole nose.
I'm sorry. I thought I was about to sneeze.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the first email he had gave us a Scandal recap, but I didn't even know Scandal had came back last week.
Scandal
Yes. So I'm not going to read it.
Oh, so let's wait we'll read it Monday.
All right.
Because because Scandal came on yesterday too. So I'm
Yes.
2 weeks behind.
We 2 episodes behind.
So the
Scandal.
colonizers have me tricked and they're trying to get Shonda ratings lower.
Yes.
No, it's not happening. We're going to watch Scandal
What
this
the hell
weekend.
we was watching? You was watching
Nothing.
No, you was watching
Jesus
that.
Christ Superstar. No, that was Sunday.
Oh.
Do we talk about that?
No.
Y'all see John Legend as Jesus.
Okay. So I'm not going to read that part, Red Baron, because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I ain't want no spoilers, even though I love to give a good
We
spoiler.
known for spoiler.
So, but he had a portion there where he's talking about himself. He said, a month ago, I did an extensive ancestry DNA test in Arizona.
Ooh. Not a Mormon's got your information.
That was not through Ancestry.com
Oh,
or
okay.
23andMe.
Yeah.
So it wasn't through neither one of
Oh,
those.
okay.
I
So
got,
the Mormons don't got it.
yeah, I got amazing results, and I'm still working through the list of countries, regions, islands that turned up.
Nice.
And I am connecting the dots and getting surprises. To be honest, it just feels amazing to find out what makes me who I am. Stay tuned for that as well. That's what's up.
Ooh, that is nice.
My DNA won't give me everything, but it's a start to
Yes.
more. It's a start, and the more family I get involved, the more I discover in the process. The test was $350,
Yeah.
and I know that's high. Yet it's authenticated by Dr. Donald Neil Yates.
Yeah, that's
So that's something.
yeah.
So my Black love story is finding who Red Baron is underneath this melanin.
Come on.
Also rest in
You starting a blog. Come on.
Also rest in power, Winnie Mandela
Mandela,
and Queen Latifah's
Latifah's
mother.
did pass.
Yeah.
Oh, Red Bear, I love that.
Look at that. His Black love story is with himself.
Because that's where it got to start. Because if you don't love yourself, how you expect somebody else to?
Exactly.
Come on, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That should be like a challenge every year to love yourself. Like, how do you get back to that, right?
Right.
Flaws and all.
Mm-hmm.
Peel back the onion. Oh, please keep us updated, Red Bear. You need to start a blog.
I've been telling this brother to write on
You need to
Medium.
go ahead and write something.
But he like, nah, this is just Black Love Matters exclusive. I said, brother, you need to go ahead.
Wait, like, let us go ahead and blow up. I'm like, come on, Red Bear. Come on. You're going to be on the writing team. Come on. Come on in. It's a few of y'all. I'm like,
Look.
come on in, y'all.
Write your blogs here.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. A few of y'all. Just come on. We about to get this money. Oh, did we talk about Cardi B out? That ain't out yet, is it?
No, it ain't out. It'll be out when this come out. But
We'll talk about that because I want to support that sister too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And another one from Red Baron that said, "Shout out Friday." The message says, "Okay, for a real hot minute, I wanted to send an overdue shout out to Kiera, who asked about mentorship. Niram and Ayambi, to hear the both of you to serve us with a college level lecture." Was we lecture? Was something profound. It's because of the simple fact that Kiera asked that question. The academia that manifests itself into spoken word is something that this day I still strive to be good at. People know how to give and pass on wealth, but episode 114, it showed the type of knowledge that we pass on is the kind for enrichment of our people. In the moment, it felt as though I was invited to sit in front of a banquet on top of a banquet with high quality food prepared by skilled hands. I've been trying to find time to just write out and express my gratitude for that, and to also thank and shout out Kiera for that kitchen table talk. I hope there are more listeners out there that continue to ask questions and help expand this growing platform. Now for the Niram portion of episode 121. Niram is that brother that is teaching us important lessons concerning how we protect ourselves and our money. How? By not taking any unnecessary risk with our place of employment. Niram is quick to withdraw his money and deposit into his own bank. Come on. Niram doesn't have to say a word, but he's aware of the situation that goes on in his place of employment. Again, doesn't have to get loud at all. Why? Niram will come in like the utility company and cut folks off if anything interferes with his money. Niram hustles is strong, and that's because Niram knows his worth and what he brings to the table. That is true.
Shit, that made me sound like what's that? Dos Equis, the most interesting man in the world.
No, Niram will cut something off and be like, "Oh, I'm not doing this no more." Because I was like, "Why are you doing all this stuff with the check?" He's like, "I'm not playing. I just don't have time to play because at any moment they."
I ain't got time.
And that's what I said. Niram don't go into his boss and be like, "This some bull." Like the rest of your employees arguing. Niram's at the bank.
I'm at the bank.
While the rest of them cussing them out, fussing. Nearum's like, "Can you please cash this thing?"
Yes, I go straight to
and
the
until
bank.
it don't cash, we cool. As long
Right.
as it's cash, we cool,
As
right?
long as I take that piece of paper and I get money out, we straight.
And then on this shout out, I encourage Black men and women to hustle in the best ways possible, to find out what they can bring to the table and strive to reach goals and connect with people who make it possible to make that happen. Black love is loving ourselves enough to succeed and be the best possible version of ourselves. After a shout out to Neerum, this is either episode 122 or 123. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one. The premise around this shout out involves the fact that Neerum was upset about his boss trying to hire people that he has no clue or understanding of the clear and evident or clues to look for in hiring someone. Neerum's boss wanted to hire a conservative colonizer with no skills to assist Neerum at all, but concluded he was right for the job. The fact that Neerum came up with 4 simple questions to give him a whole view of the applicants that Neerum should have been taking point on in the interview, not just his boss alone. It also shows the mental conditioning and brainwashing that comes into play when they just give the other colonizers jobs just because. Absolutely. Neerum voicing his concerns and knowing the headache he will have to deal with is clear reason that colonizers are being paid way too much and obviously have too much privilege and won't weed out poor applicants for better ones. All Neerum needs was 4 questions, and that's rare when it comes to interviews. Shout out to you, Neerum. It is true.
Shout out to you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, it shows like the privilege, right? Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You keep talking. White privilege, y'all, is giving benefit of the doubt. So your boss is like, oh, well, he's this and that, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He'll be able to jump in the line.
No.
Now let that be a little black boy.
They wouldn't even accept his ass.
And when no benefit of doubts would have been given, right? My thing is, if we spreading the benefits of the doubts out equally, fine. But since we not held to them all, what are you looking for? Yes.
The funny thing is that boy ended up.
You declined them, probably.
He took out his application. What's it called? Rescind his application.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because when I came down there and asked him 4 questions and they knew his ass was going to be working with me, he probably was like, no.
No, thank you. Work. You didn't apply to Bot Store.
Look. Because I hit him in that throat with them 4 questions.
Oh, wait, you asked him?
Yes, I asked him that 4 questions. So I was in the
I thought
meeting.
you were.
No, I was in the
Look,
meeting.
Red Baron listen better than me.
I was in the meeting when the interview started going on, and I came.
Told your boss
No.
like we should have. Oh,
I was in the meeting, and
Damn,
after
this
I stopped the
comfort,
meeting. Well, I was in the meeting, and they had the interview, and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go down there afterwards." So they still down there talking, kiki, and all that stuff. And then I was like, "Okay." And then everybody's taking turns, and I already had my questions, so I asked them the 4 questions, and I already knew. Like I just made a note, and I just wrote like, "No."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
How was his responses? Trash.
Well, I really don't have much experience in that.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's all coming back to me.
Or like even
was
this
skating
question.
around it.
So you about to be a marketing and communications and social media intern, and I ask you personally, what social media accounts do you use and how often do you use them every day? And he said, last time I logged on to Facebook was 3 months ago. I don't need you on my.
Thank you.
I don't need you on my team.
Not for social media.
No, I don't need you on my team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I only needed 4 questions, and then I even created up a little worksheet.
Oh my God, you don't got worksheets.
Because I wanted to write sample, but I'm not
You
going
want to see if you can write.
I want to write sample, but I'm not about to read a paper that they wrote for some type of class. I need them to do like real work stuff. So I need you to come up with a tweet.
Can you have initiative and be creative, because that's how the work's going to come to you. So I might email you or call you or text you or come to you, but I need you to do X, Y, and Z by the end of the day. Yeah. You don't get 4 weeks to do this.
No.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. Like I created those 3 questions. So truthfully, I needed 4 questions to ask him,
Ask him.
and 3 questions for him to a 3-question writing assignment that should take no longer than an hour.
Yeah.
Write a tweet, give me something in 140 characters to get me excited about something. Tell me about your hobby, and tell me why I should try it out. And then the third one was like, go on Google and search these terms and write like a persuasive essay, a 200-word or 250-word persuasive essay on why, the benefits of this.
He thought he was going to come in there and be your supervisor.
Right.
That's what he thought.
I don't know what the fuck that colonizer thought he was doing. So, and that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, I know.
it's crazy.
I know.
And then with
Send them
those
to the bot
processes,
store.
and with those processes put in place, we got a good intern coming in.
Good.
And the thing is, I didn't even have to interview them because I was like, well, only thing I really need them to do is do this little worksheet here, and then from based off the answers off the worksheet, I'll talk to them afterwards.
Yeah.
And then I got two of them that came in, and I looked at the worksheet and I was like, oh, well, he gonna be the one. And then I talked to him, answered all the questions I needed to hear.
Yeah.
There you go, new intern hired.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a good episode.
It was.
Well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna close us out? Y'all have a good weekend. We still have not seen Acrimony.
No.
Jesus. I'm so disappointed in us. I'm sorry, Taraji. I'm going to support you. I'm gonna give you some money though.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add to her. We're going to see the Read live.
Oh yeah,
Cause they coming to Boston.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
No, how much? I like to be incognito.
Mm-hmm. We gonna
But
be
we
there.
gonna be there.
We gonna be there.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question to Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave a comment about anything that we talked about on the show, you can leave a comment at the website, or you can leave us a voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later, and remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.